Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Ricciardi, gut health expert, licensed pharmacist, and fitness enthusiast. I help clients resolve bloating, gas, and other digestive issues so they can look and feel their best. In this week's video, we're going to talk about L-glutamine, what it is, why it's helpful for gut health, what dosage forms it comes in, when to take it in relation to food, what dose to use for gut health, who should be cautious in using it, and then how long to take it for. L-glutamine is an amino acid that is found naturally in our body, and we can also get it through our diet. Besides gut health, it does have a lot of additional benefits, but for the purpose of this specific video, I'm only going to talk about it in context to gut health. The main way that L-glutamine helps with gut health is by helping to correct what is known as increased intestinal permeability. It can also be called intestinal hyperpermeability or even leaky gut, which is the most common simple name. Leaky gut is a condition where the lining of the small intestine becomes more porous than it should be. Normally, your intestinal lining acts as a barrier to keep harmful substances from passing through and into your bloodstream. However, when this lining becomes more permeable, it allows larger particles such as undigested foods and toxins to actually leak into your bloodstream. When this happens, it can cause a chain reaction of health problems because your immune system is going to respond to these foreign substances by attacking them, and this essentially is a chronic immune response which is now happening. This causes inflammation in the body, which can lead to a variety of problems such as digestive issues, skin problems, and even autoimmune disorders. There are a lot of factors that can contribute to this increased intestinal permeability, such as poor diet, stress, certain medications, and even infections that last for a long time because they're not properly treated. The way that L-glutamine actually helps the intestine is by supporting that layer of cells that form the gut lining or the epithelial lining in the small intestine. L-glutamine helps the cells in this lining grow and repair themselves more quickly, and this can help prevent and even reverse some of the damage that's already there. As a result of the cells in the intestinal lining being healed, it can also help reduce the amount of inflammation which is there, which can lower symptoms. These symptoms can include ones that are both in the digestive tract, such as abdominal discomfort and loose stools, and even ones that are outside the digestive tract, such as brain fog and skin issues. Okay, now let's dive into the details of how to actually take L-glutamine for gut health. First, what dosage forms is it available in? L-glutamine is available most commonly in a powdered form, but it is also available in both capsule and tablet form. As I mentioned, the powder form is the most common one, and it is very easy to mix and drink with water. It even has a decent taste, a little bit of a sweetness to it. The capsules or tablet route sometimes isn't as good of an idea because compared to a lot of other supplements, the dose that you're actually taking of L-glutamine is much higher than other supplements. We'll get to the doses in a little bit, but if you were to get a normal dose of L-glutamine via capsules, you may have to be taking at least several capsules per dose. And for a lot of people, this is just not going to be something that you're willing to do or something enjoyable to do. Next, should you take L-glutamine with food or on an empty stomach? Per most research and experts, taking L-glutamine on an empty stomach seems to be the best way to go. The reason is if you take the L-glutamine with food, it is going to be competing with the other food and amino acids from proteins that you're eating for absorption. Therefore, it's likely that if you did this, you would not get the maximum benefit from this supplement. Therefore, empty stomach seems to be the best way to go. I would recommend taking it at least 30 minutes before a meal. What dose should you use of L-glutamine for gut health? There's actually a lot of debate on the preferred dose of L-glutamine. One use that's very common is as a workout supplement to help for muscle growth and regeneration. There is some debate on the optimum dose of L-glutamine. After all, it is used for different purposes. Some research has actually showed that doses up to even 40 grams a day of L-glutamine is actually safe to use. Normally with the higher doses, they're typically reserved for people that are using them for workout purposes or serious athletes. But for the purpose of gut healing, it's probably best if you do 2.5 to 5 grams of L-glutamine twice daily on an empty stomach. One way to do this would be to take 2.5 to 5 grams 30 minutes before your first meal of the day, and then take the same dose, 2.5 to 5 grams, 30 minutes before your last meal of the day on an empty stomach. Like any other supplement, you definitely want to start low and slow and slowly increase as tolerated. For people that have a more severe gut issue, it is possible that higher doses of L-glutamine for gut healing may be necessary. Who should be cautious with taking L-glutamine? L-glutamine typically is pretty well tolerated in the body. However, keep in mind it does get converted to glutamate, which is a very important neurotransmitter involved with signaling and messaging in the body. This glutamate, though, does have a stimulatory effect. Therefore, if you do have a difficult time with anxiety, or you do have a difficult time with sleeping or falling asleep, it may be a good idea to use this product cautiously because it can potentially make these worse. As I mentioned before, always start with a very low dose and then increase slowly. It's not a bad thing to start with 1 gram of L-glutamine twice a day to get a sense for how it affects you. The liver and kidney are also involved with the metabolism, breakdown, and excretion of L-glutamine. Therefore, if you have a known liver or kidney disease, definitely exercise caution if you're considering using this product. There have even been cases of healthy people that have developed liver toxicity from using L-glutamine, and this typically would happen if you're using a very, very high dose. The moral of the story is if some is good, more is not always better. And if you're going to use this supplement, have a specific reason in mind of what you're hoping to have it help with. And lastly, how long should you take L-glutamine for? It really depends on the condition you're using it for. If you're trying to use it just for leaky gut associated with a case of maybe SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, taking it for 1 to 2 months may be sufficient. If you're using it for something way more serious and significant, maybe like celiac disease, you may need to take this supplement for over a year. So overall, L-glutamine is a natural substance that can have great benefits for gut health, especially for people that are experiencing leaky gut. That is all for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I post new full-length videos every Monday evening and YouTube shorts throughout the week. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.